This week, we get a little wild at SeaWorld.
And then we jam out with the Willis Clan at Raglan Road.
We'll also have the latest theme park news and more coming at you right now.
This week's show is brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for Disney World, Universal, cruises, and all your vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Florida and California theme parks and attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, go to undercovertourist.com or find them on Facebook and Twitter.
Fun Spot America is Central Florida's only family-owned theme park, offering 2 locations, Orlando and Kissimmee. Both theme parks provide safe, clean fun. For more information, visit fun-spot.com.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Elisa.
So it's finally starting to feel like winter here in Central Florida. The temperature's been, I think, this morning even was in the upper 30s, lower 40s.
Too cold. I had to bundle up.
Exactly. We had to turn the heat on. You know that horrible smell when you first turn the heat on. I know we shouldn't really be complaining because I know a lot of viewers around the country are like, it's cold. What do you mean? That's not even cold.
Yeah, well, for us Floridians, it's cold.
Yeah. And first time it's really felt like winter this season. So hopefully, I personally love the cold. I grew up in Texas, loved the snow. So
it's a nice change.
It is a very nice change and no humidity. So, so what did you do this week?
Well, we actually have some really exciting news. Jonathan and I went to go check out our venue for our wedding, and we loved it, and putting a deposit down, and it's happening. So
very cool. So where is it? Is it in the Orlando area or outside? Where is
it's
that?
in St. Cloud, which is in the Orlando area, and it's pretty close to where we live, actually, in Lake Nona. So we're really excited. March 23rd, 2017.
All right, we'll have a live stream, I'm sure, of it.
That'd be fun.
So of course, there's been a lot of productions been filming at Universal lately. Sharknado last year, and now they just finished filming an episode of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. This is from season 2.
Oh yes.
I've never seen it.
Really?
I have Netflix, but I've just never really sat down to binge watch it. I've heard lots of good things though, really funny.
Well, the good thing about Netflix is you can just take a night and binge watch.
I definitely plan on doing it before season 2 debuts because we got to go and be part of the taping for it. We got to be in a scene that takes place at Fear Factor. We're in the audience, second row, so really good seats.
Cool.
Can't go into spoilers. They asked not to say any details about the scene, but what I can say, because what's already out there, is it was Ellie Kemper and Lisa Kudrow was there. She was like right behind me, like literally next row behind me, 3 people over, and it was just like, I grew up watching Friends.
Girl.
Hi. And then Tina Fey was there, though she's not in the episode, but since she's the co-creator, she was there to prep talk and be there with the production. So it was really cool and really raised my interest in seeing the show. So now I'm going to have to go home, sit down, binge watch.
Oh yeah, that sounds absolutely amazing. Well, why don't we get to some other news with News in the Queue?
Yes. First up this week, as Disney's Hollywood Studios gets ready for their major expansions, many experiences are set to close.
Along with the previously announced closings of the Osborne Family Spectacle of Dancing Lights and Cars and Phineas and Ferb meet and greets, more fan favorites are on their way out.
Vanishing experiences, which are set to close April 2nd, include the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie set adventure, Studio Catering Company restaurant, Monsters, Inc. meet and greet, the Lights Motors Action Extreme Stunt Show, and some merchandise shops.
The Earful Tower, a longtime icon for the park, will also be coming down, which explains its absence on Walt Disney World's 2016 merchandise.
I feel like it's almost a weekly occurrence now to talk about something closing down.
That's true.
This one hurts, just because you know, I loved Osborne, that hurt too, but with this one, especially with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the playground, that was I worked there when I worked at studios. And so its closing means that everything that I worked at when I was at studios, Honey, Osborne, and Backlot Tour, are now gone. I'll never be able to go back and experience them again. Yeah. So it's kind of
But at least
sad.
You know that you got to be there when it was open, so that's cool.
It was wonderful memories, and I'll cherish them forever. But just that whole that whole Streets of America area, just this is it.
It's happening. Change is definitely happening, and it's happening fast.
And I've said this before, it's going to be a rough couple of years. Yeah. But once everything is open and done with Star Wars, Toy Story Lands, it's going to be a reimagining of the park, which is probably the reason why they're getting rid of the Eiffel Tower, because that represented a movie studio, and now that the park is no longer going to be. Exactly. So, you know what? I think I've been hearing rumors, though, about the Eiffel Tower moving, not just being torn down, because if you look at the Disney Springs concept art, there's a water tower on there that actually kind of looks just like it without the ears. So a couple of people are speculating that may be the Eiffel Tower. They just may move it over there.
It's possible.
Well, there is something new coming to Hollywood Studios,
there you go.
Guests will soon be able to come face to face with one of the new villains from Star Wars The Force Awakens, Kylo Ren.
Starting in February, a visit to Star Wars Launch Bay at both Disneyland parks in California and Hollywood Studios will give guests the chance to encounter Kylo Ren on the bridge of his First Order Star Destroyer.
Much like Chewbacca and the stormtroopers that already meet in and around Launch Bay, guests will be able to interact with Kylo Ren while he interrogates you. Although he will not grant permission for autographs.
With Kylo's debut, Darth Vader will no longer be available to meet at Launch Bay, but will still be able to be seen in Jedi training Trials of the Temple. We've heard rumors that Kylo will also show up in the Jedi training show.
It's I love this idea, because I mean the Kylo debuted during the Rose Parade out in California, so I'm happy to see him coming to the parks now, and he's such a...
So cool. Some people might think it's, how is it possible to have Darth Vader and Kylo Ren in the same show? But if you see the show, Trials of the Temple, you go to the temple, which is supposed to show your fears. So the different characters...
They're not real.
They're not really there. That's how it's possible.
Exactly. That's how they have the Seventh Sister there, too, and Darth Maul. What would you talk to Kylo Ren about if you go to meet him?
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of stuff you can talk about.
I would want him to like go into my head and figure out my deepest fear.
You want him to know your deepest fear?
Yeah, I feel like that would be cool.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure I'm not gonna go dressed up as Han Solo. I'm just gonna, because spoilers, that wouldn't be a bad thing. That would be a bad thing, very bad thing. Now, Shanghai Disneyland finally has an opening date.
This will be Disney's first destination resort in mainland China, featuring classic Disney storytelling and characters with new experiences tailored for the people of China.
Shanghai Disney Resort will host a multi-day grand opening celebration culminating in a welcoming ceremony for the resort's first official guests on June 16th.
You can get a look at the model for Shanghai Disney Resort and preview the land's attractions and other details on our website.
All right, so we have our tickets booked, right?
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready right now.
We're heading over there. We're going to cover it for the show. I know Matt's got us covered, so plane, hotels.
Working on it.
Okay, very good. I'm excited, though. It's the first new Disney park since Shanghai. Or not Shanghai, this is Shanghai, since Hong Kong opened up. So that was 2005, so 11 years now. So.
Man, this park is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Jonathan and I were able to go to Hong Kong Disney, and we just had such a great time that I would absolutely love to be able to go to Shanghai.
The visuals in Hong Kong are beautiful. The mountains there behind, that just, I would love to see that in person. But the rides here at Shanghai, Tron, a Pirates ride based just solely on the movies, the adventure, the rafting ride with that giant croc thing, it's just looks phenomenal.
The technology is just amazing. And
I can't wait.
Oof.
I mean, we saw the preview at D23, and it just looks amazing. I can't wait.
June, here we go.
Well, hopefully we'll go. Well, we may just be over here watching online, but I don't know.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. Matt will do it, I'm sure. I've trust in him. Last but certainly not least this week, Fun Spot America has announced a new long-range master plan for their Orlando park.
The expansion will increase the size of the park and include a new water park, roller coaster, and other major rides.
The proposed plan includes 6 new themes that will be applied across the entire park over the next 5 to 10 years. The theme of the newly remodeled park will be Americana, classic American past and present time periods.
The first phase will start with the first of the half of a new water park near Gator Spot. Although specific attractions haven't been announced yet, they're expected to include slides, fountains, and play areas. This area should be opening in the spring of 2017.
The second half of their first phase will be the other half of the water park and is expected to include a log flume ride. Now, this new area will take over current part of the parking lot out here.
Future plans include developing the land across the street. This new area is planned to include a parking garage and a new roller coaster. Other plans include moving the Ferris wheel to sit on top of the current entrance building, where we currently are, so that'll be fun. A new sky bucket ride, new food and beverage partners, and many more attractions.
I am so excited about this, and I really hope, I know that right now it's just a very early development phase, so a lot of the stuff in the concept art may change over time, but just that concept art itself just looks so, it's huge. That's what I was
going to say, this is huge, and now I feel like we can really, you know, say it's huge because all of the things, the plans that they have, like, it sounds amazing.
I can't wait. We're going to have to wait years for this, but it's definitely a step in a really awesome direction for Fun Spot. I've always loved this little park, and I'm excited to see it grow and expand and have all these cool, and have a sky bucket again. I mean, closest we have for sky buckets is Tampa at Busch Gardens, so to have them here in Orlando again, that would be really cool.
It'll be fun to, you know, have our office in the middle of there.
You look at the concept art, and I know it's just concept art, and it probably won't happen, but the log flume goes right through this window behind the camera and into our office, and I'm like, well, that's going to be a, like, hi, watch us film while you're riding the ride.
Yeah, we'll see how that works.
Don't splash us, please.
Yeah, exciting things.
Hi everyone! For this week's Hidden Mickey, let's go back to one of the Walt Disney World resorts. How about the Beach Club Resort? In the breezeway at the Beach Club Villas, 3 different Hidden Mickey images hide in a large painting on the left wall as you enter the breezeway from the front doors. Classic Mickeys are on a fence in the lower part of the painting. That's one. 2, a full-body shadow of Mickey Mouse is in a bottom floor hotel window in the middle of the painting. And 3, a subtle, dark, smiling Mickey face drawn in the sand is to the right of 2 people standing closest to the water. Take a look yourself. These are cool Hidden Mickeys.
Have your best day ever at Fun Spot America.
Did you hear that?
No? What are you talking about?
There it is again.
What is it?
Right, the call of the wild, of course. Wild Days at SeaWorld, that is.
Oh, haha, very funny.
Thanks, I try. But really though, Wild Days at SeaWorld is back again, and we sent our reporter Andy to find out what's happening here this year.
Yep. I think I really can hear it now.
That's the spirit.
I'm out at SeaWorld today to check out Wild Days. Now SeaWorld is all about the animals year-round, but Wild Days is when they're front and center and on display. I hear Jack Hanna's here today, and I can't wait to check it out. Let's go. Okay, Corey, so for our viewers who don't know, tell us, what is Wild Days?
Wild Days is our annual event at SeaWorld Orlando that includes additional shows that allows our guests to get even closer and learn more about the amazing animals in our natural wild world. Our first weekend, which is this weekend, features Jack Hanna and all of his amazing animals and stories that he'll tell. Next weekend, the 23rd and 24th of January, is SeaWorld Ambassador Julie Scardina featuring Penguin Lovers Weekend. We'll have a lot of cool surprises with animals, and of course, we'll be featuring our penguins. And then the 30th and 31st is our Sea Rescue Weekend. And, you know, SeaWorld has rescued over 27,000 animals. And so our Sea Rescue Weekend will feature some of the most inspiring, moving stories of rescues that have happened throughout the years. We'll be able to talk to some of our veterinarians and also the guys that were boots on the ground rescuing some of these animals and hear about their stories.
That's so cool. Now, Wild Days is actually one of my favorite events out here at SeaWorld. Is there anything new this year that we can expect?
There's actually a lot of new things this year. We have Ocean Discovery, which is an educational killer whale presentation. Guests will be able to learn about the killer whale's natural adaptations, their habitats, There are wild behaviors and natural behaviors that we see. And Ocean Discovery is in addition to the popular One Ocean show, so we'll be able to see both throughout the day. We also have pre-shows at Pets Ahoy, Clyde and Seymour's, Sea Lion High, and Blue Horizons. These pre-shows are called Inspiring Stories, and we'll hear straight from the trainers about what it's like to take care of the animals that call SeaWorld home. Also new this year, we have 14 explore zones throughout the park where guests will be able to get up close with different animals. So we'll have bonus animal encounters and also hands-on games and activities to learn more about animals and the wild that they live in.
So, tell me, who is this?
Well, this is Journey. Journey is one of our newest rescues to join the Animal Ambassador team here at SeaWorld Orlando. And she is a Virginia opossum, and she came to us as a rescue from the Tampa area. You'll notice too, with my other hand, she's holding on with her tail. They have a prehensile tail, so that helps them climb and move around in nature. And so overall, they're very good at exploring their environment.
So that tail is actually gripping your hand?
She can, yeah. You notice if I move my hand out, she actually uses her tail to grip around with it. You'll also notice that she doesn't have any of the fur on her tail, and that way her tail is bare to be able to get a good grip on objects that she's using for balance.
Now, do you have anything to say? It's very clear. Tell me, so who is this?
So this is Maddie. She is one of our animal ambassadors here at SeaWorld. She is part of a team of folks that will go out into the park and off property, on property, and help educate people about the plight of wildlife throughout the world.
Now, does she like her job?
I would have to assume so. You think about it, she's got all the food and fish she can eat. She's got great health care, so she doesn't seem to mind. Usually she'll tell you if she's got something to say and she's got a little bit of something on her mind. She'll do some squawking here and there.
I say she's beautiful. I've never been this close to a bald eagle before. I'm just noticing how big those talons are.
Correct. So, and she's going to shake for us, I think. She's getting ready to puff and spread her feathers. There you go.
All better? You good? All right.
Oh, watch out, she might chomp on that microphone.
That's all right, it's not mine. From our seats here, we can actually see the Mako construction towering way up there. It's even higher than Kraken. Let's go take a closer look. So we've gotten over here as close as we possibly can to Mako. It is looking great. You can tell it's not quite finished yet, but already the lift hill is 200 feet tall. I cannot wait for this one. So one of the new things this year is this really cool event guide. It's got a whole map of the park and shows off all the special things for Wild Days. Also, there's a special Junior Animal Ambassador Challenge where if you go around to some of the special locations and get these little stamps, you can get a free gift. I got 5 of them. I only need 1 more. I think there's one near here. I couldn't find it. I got lost. Thank you. I'm looking for 13.
Oh, actually, it's straight through that way.
Right that way. Thank you so much. So I finished up all of my punches on my card, went to the front of the park, and picked up my free Junior Animal Ambassador keychain. Not only do you get the cool keychain, though, you come over here by Turtle Trek, and you get a free behind-the-scenes tour. So while we were here, there was something else we wanted to check out. We're over here at Terrace Barbecue right now, looking at the brand new Annual Pass Holders Lounge. As an Annual Pass holder, I thought I wanted to see. So inside the Annual Pass Holders Lounge, they have a lot of cool freebies. There's a phone charging stations and a Coke Freestyle, and you can even order food. That's not free, but you can order it right here from your table. So when you're at the Annual Pass Holders Lounge, a lot of people don't realize that there's even this special couch room. Very quiet, very comfortable. I'm gonna be here. Do your thing. So that's our look at Wild Days here at SeaWorld. If you want to check it out, It runs every weekend through the rest of January. There are all sorts of cool animal experiences and neat surprises.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation, and the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
Raglan Road and Irish food and fun, strolling at Disney Springs and shopping a ton, enjoying a meal just like we are kings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Elisa, what are you singing?
I got to interview the whole Willis Clan. Now I am a big Willis fan. So sit back and watch this as the large family sings, 'cause these are a few of my favorite things.
Nice ending there. You heard her.
We're here at Raglan Road at Disney Springs, about to do a special interview with the Willis Clan, the stars of the TLC show, The Willis Family. They're going to be performing here at Raglan Road, so let's go inside and take a preview. With the Willis Clan. Guys, so first question, what instrument do you have here and how did you start learning how to play that instrument?
Well, here I have an Irish button accordion, and I actually started playing fiddle, was the first instrument, but I was terrible with like hearing and identifying pitch. So my sibling said you need to have an instrument where you just push a button and the right note sounds. So that's how I got started on accordion.
You know, I started on the Irish whistle. And guitar was what I'm playing now is my most recent instrument. I've only been playing for a few years, but I've been inspired by people like John Doyle and Ed Boyd and awesome guitar players from all around the world.
Hey there, so I'm playing fiddle, and I was kind of, Jared and I were kind of the first guinea pigs, seeing as we're the two oldest. So my parents hatched this really genius plot. They brought home a fiddle one day, my dad did, and Mom had a whistle, and they were like, oh, we're gonna learn these instruments, guys, you know. And Jared and I were like, oh, we can do that. And like within a week or two, I was trying to play the fiddle, and Jared was successfully playing whistle. And the funny thing, actually, is, you know, struggled through playing the fiddle. It kind of sounds like a dying cat for the first couple of years. Whistle, Jared was like completely genius at it. But since Mom and Jared, none of us really knew how to play the Irish whistle, he actually learned to play it upside down. He plays with the wrong hand on top. So fun trivia about the Willis Clan there.
I'm Jeanette, and I play mainly Irish whistle, and Jeremiah has been a huge inspiration for me, and kind of growing up seeing that, being so surrounded by it was very accessible to me, and so I wasn't going to be left out from all the fun, so that's what I play now.
I am Jedi, and I play the bass, and how I learned bass is I had, it was 3 days before the World Championships of Irish Music, and my dad said we need a bass player, so I had 3 days to learn bass. And we qualified, and we ended up winning. Yes, I had to stand on the stool because I was so tiny. I played like the big acoustic upright, and I was so tiny. I was like 7 at the time. So yeah, I had 3 days to learn it, and it was pretty awesome.
And then you were stuck.
And then I was stuck with it, exactly.
I'm Jackson, I'm 17, and I first started off on this instrument called the baron. And I like to hit stuff a lot. No, I was kidding. I don't remember how I started learning it. Jennifer actually was the first one who played it, and I don't remember ever like sitting down and starting to learn it. Like I've always been playing it, and so I can't really tell you. Yeah, so I guess my siblings could tell you. My older siblings could tell you better than me. So
we actually hit you on the head a couple times, so you don't remember.
That's what it is. That's what I was wondering, you know.
Wind and rain, peace and war. guys are obviously here playing at Raglan Road for the next few days. This is not your first time here. How many gigs do you guys play a year?
Last year we did over 200 gigs. That includes like radio and TV things as well. But yeah, so really it's only been the last two years that we've actually officially toured as a band. Before that, we very rarely played shows. We were constantly playing together just around the house stuff. But yeah, so we're starting to play a lot more shows.
That's really cool. So seeing how we're here in Disney Springs at Raglan Road, what's your favorite attraction and thing to do here at Disney World, and why?
Gotta say, whatever we would have said before, we are clearing the slate because we want to check out the new Star Wars stuff. We are huge Star Wars fans, obviously with the movie coming out and everything. We're just so on that kick right now. I mean, our brother's name is Jedi. If you can't, I wonder, will they like let him go to the front of the line? Like he's like, I'm a Jedi. No, really.
Try.
Yeah, I think you will let me.
Yeah,
exactly.
use the Force.
So we're definitely gonna be checking out the new Star Wars stuff.
Cool. Would like to find out more information about the Willis Clan or see where they might be playing next, you can go to thewillisclan.com. They'll also be playing nightly here at the Raglan Road through January 22nd. You know what? I think I want to learn a little jig. Can you guys help me out? There we go. Interstate 4 is sometimes a quick way to get around Orlando, but it's almost as often a slow way, especially if you're headed to downtown Orlando. If you're staying near the theme parks and are going to the Amway Center, Dr. Phillips Center, or anywhere else downtown, and you need to be there by a certain time, give yourself at least an hour to get there. If there's no traffic, it'll only take about 20 to 30 minutes from the Disney area and about 15 to 20 from the Universal area, but if traffic is bad, it can take an hour or more. And if you do arrive too early for your show, there are a lot of restaurants and bars downtown to enjoy while you wait. Better early than late. Attractions Magazine is your guide to the world's greatest theme parks and attractions. Get the best information, photos, travel tips, rumors, interviews, and reviews from Attractions Magazine. Whether it's new, unique, big or small, or your theme park favorites, we cover it all in Attractions Magazine. Each issue features Central Florida's thrills and excitement delivered directly to your doorstep. Subscribe today at attractionsmagazine.com.
And now for this week's calendar.
As you saw earlier, Wild Days at SeaWorld Orlando continues this weekend.
Also, as we showed you earlier, the Willis Clan performs tonight and tomorrow night at Raglan Road.
The Real Music series continues this week at Busch Gardens with Herman's Hermits tonight through the 23rd and the Drifters the 25th through the 30th.
On the 22nd, Star Trek The Ultimate Voyage takes place at the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center.
Bird Call the Musical at the Orlando Rep continues tonight through the 24th.
Monster Jam will be performing at the Orlando Citrus Bowl on Saturday.
Don't forget to subscribe to our calendar at attractionsmagazine.com to stay up to date on these events and more.
This week's shout out goes to Nick. Oh, please, I'm sorry, Nick, if I mispronounce this. Andriopoulos. That sounds right, yeah. And Christine Pereira. I hope I pronounced that right too, Christine. I apologize. We hope to see you while you're here. And now we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for cruises, Disney World, Universal, and all your other vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
And much thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
And thanks to Fun Spot America, Central Florida's only family-owned theme park. They provide safe, clean fun in Orlando and Kissimmee. Visit fun-spot.com for more information.
Remember, you can watch a brand new episode of the show each week on YouTube, Bright House Cable TV Channel 999, iTunes, and through the O-Town app on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire.
You can also visit attractionsmagazine.com for news and videos throughout the week, and find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, and Instagram.
If you enjoy our show, please support it by subscribing to our magazine through our website, in our app, or on the Nook. You can also order our new issue showing off all the new Star Wars attractions at Hollywood Studios.
If you have an iPad or iPhone, be sure to download the free Attractions Magazine app. It features all our news updates, videos, shows, and magazines. We'll also send you breaking news updates. All right, so coming up next weekend is the annual celebration of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando. Have you been to one in the past?
I still haven't been.
Oh, we're going to have to get you there this weekend. So it's always fun. I've always said that it's like Universal's version of Star Wars weekends, though now
Right.
that's not happening anymore. But it's a great three-day event with the stars there in the expo, and we're going to be having co-hosting a tribute with MuggleNets on Friday the 29th at 6 p.m. in the London area of the park, a tribute to Alan Rickman, who passed away recently, played Snape from the movie. So please come on out and see it. It's going to be a nice evening, and enjoy the event too while you're there.
Sounds so nice.
We're going to raise our wands for Alan Rickman.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, stay safe, but most of all,
Have fun.
Secret Blooper of the Week.
Now this is their first event of the year. All sorts of, I don't know. It's all about the animals. Some of the other events are more about the music, but this one is all about the animals.